Good evening. Welcome to ExPat InSights. I'm your host, Bhanu Mandhiani. Here at ExPat InSights, we take external views of internal successes by foreigners, expats, and immigrants who have made Philippines their home. Today is a very special day in the history of ExPat InSights and the history of Philippines because we have a very special guest. This is a guest that came in unannounced. We did not know he was coming in, and he came down from the chimney just this afternoon, and he's been here with us all afternoon. He hails from the North Pole. His real name, Santa Claus, and he's here to wish us and bring us the merry joys of Christmas. Santa Claus, welcome to the Philippines and welcome to ExPat InSights.
It's wonderful to be here. It's great to be here. You know, I've never been to the Philippines before, and it's so warm, so I've taken my boots off today because it's very warm here in the Philippines. But I want to say to all of the beautiful children here in the Philippines, have a wonderful, wonderful, merry Christmas, and I will come along with my reindeers, and I will see you all very soon on Christmas Eve. But you've got to be very good. Otherwise, are you smiling? You see, there's something you can't buy. You don't have to have things to give out at Christmas. Do you know that? You don't have to have presents. You know what the nicest present is? See that? You can't buy that.
A smile?
A smile. And what you say to your parents and to your brothers and sisters, and all you have to do is to say, what do you have to say? I love you very much. On a very special day, because Santa comes along to all the boys and girls around the world. And you're very special.
Santa.
It's a wonderful time we're going to have. And this is a very special Christmas, isn't it?
This is, yeah, it always is. Santa, I have a question for you. Some people knew you were coming to us, and they sent us some requests and some questions. So can I ask you one?
Yes, of course.
Santa, in these times, I understand you still use the reindeers. And is that okay by you? Is that okay for the global warming? Is that okay to use animals to ride and travel across the world?
Absolutely. You see, what people don't understand about my reindeers, my reindeers are very, very special. You see, the reindeers, they've come from different countries, and people don't know the stories about my reindeer. My reindeer, like Dancer and Prancer, they came from America. They were in Hollywood, but when I advertised that I needed extra special reindeers, they came to the North Pole, and they came there. And the other one, I have one very special reindeer. Did you know that you have deers here in the Philippines?
Deers in the Philippines? Yes, in Cagayan de Oro. There are lots of deers, yes.
And I have one. His name is Donut, and Donut is a Filipino reindeer.
Donut? Like Dunkin' Donuts?
D-O-N-E-T. Donut.
Oh,
Have
Donut.
a look
Okay.
on Santa's website and you'll see Donut. And Donut is a very special reindeer because he is the fastest of them. And he knows Manny Pacquiao.
Is he faster than Rudolph?
Oh, yes. He is he's the commander of the reindeers. And you see, what makes reindeers so fast, you know, it's a secret. Because all of these people can't do what the reindeers do. The reindeers get fed a special food just before we leave to go off for Christmas. That's why we're so fast. And the magic sleigh, which was made by my little elves. The sleigh, it's very, very special. Did you know that? It's a very special sleigh, and that is made...
Doesn't use diesel or gas?
No, it doesn't. It just uses reindeer power, except when we get to Australia. Because when we get to Australia, I give the reindeers a rest. and I use kangaroos.
Oh,
There's 6 kangaroos. There's Ned, Ted, Red.
Ned, Ted,
And
Red.
then G'day, Fair Dinkum.
G'day.
And Sheila. That's the 6.
Oh, okay.
And they take me all the way around Australia. And the reindeers have a rest. And then we're off again. We're off to over the date line into America and do all of this. So we're very, very busy at Christmas, you know. And
Santa, I have another question.
Yeah.
You come only on Christmas, during Christmas.
Yep.
What about Thanksgiving? What about Easter? What keeps you busy during those days?
Well, that's the time I have my break. Mrs. Claus and I last year...
Mrs. Claus, there is a Mrs. Claus.
Oh, yes.
What is her first name?
Maggie.
Maggie, okay.
Yeah. But you see, when at Easter time is the one time we get a break.
Easter time.
Easter time, that's right.
Is it summer in the North Pole during that time?
Well, in the North Pole this year,
yeah.
This year we're actually planning, or next year, we're actually planning to go to Africa. Because we want to see the elephants.
Oh, okay.
We once saw the elephants in Thailand.
Right.
They were very, very good.
Right.
And they give us a ride. There was an elephant called Cindy. And I thought...
Cindy?
Yeah. I'd like to take her to the North Pole. But they wouldn't let me take her, and she was too heavy.
She was a Thai elephant?
Yeah, she was indeed.
Now, how is it that you and Mrs. Claus are able to manage to deliver all these gifts in just one day? How do you manage to do that? 365 days you rest and you prepare, but you deliver everything on Christmas Eve. How do you manage that? Do you use DHL or FedEx or UPS or Pedala in the Philippines?
They're too slow.
That's too slow, okay.
They're too slow. They take 2-3 days to... We have to do everything in one. That's why the reindeers get fed special food.
Yes.
And that makes them magic. It's a magic sleigh. We take off and we're gone. It's so quick. And I'm so... Well, I am. I mean, I don't look quick, but I am. Now, what's happened, Mrs. Claus, has been giving me too many cookies.
Right, I can see that. We can see that. Can you see that?
Yeah. Have we got any cookies?
No cookies.
Nobody's got any cookies. Oh, okay.
So, Mr. Claus, Santa, dear Santa, I want to ask you this, no? How did you come about? When were you born? Can you remember the time when you were as small as him? Were you ever small, young boy?
Well, we have to go back a long time.
Where do we go?
You go way back into...
North Pole?
No. We go back for the first giving. The first giving.
Right.
The first giving with the 3 kings. They brought along gifts for Jesus.
All right.
See, that's what they did. And so that was an idea that God liked. So what he did was, I was in the North Pole with my friends and my family, and he decided to get me to do the gifts for the children.
Who?
Well, God did.
Oh, all right. Your commander, your boss.
That's right. He's the one, and he said, we will now, what we will do is, we will give children at Christmas presents all around the world. Just
because the kings brought gifts for Jesus. Oh, from that day on. So you were a little boy that time?
I was, yes.
Right.
I'm very old now.
Oh, well, you're still healthy and strong.
Yes.
So, Santa, I have another question. Do you have a question for Santa?
Santa, where is the gifts?
Santa, where do you keep the gifts? How do you carry so many gifts at the same time?
All the gifts are... Well, you see, the elves make the gifts. We have a factory.
Yeah.
And in the factory, we have, which is a secret village, way up in the North Pole.
Is it in the Philippines?
No,
it's not.
It's way up in the North Pole, and in there, we have a special factory that makes all the toys. But the good thing about the toys today is, you know, the little ones, the little boys and girls still like Barbie dolls and trains and choo-choos, and they still like the wooden toys and things like that. It's boys like you and girls that what they like, iPods and iPhones and all of these wonderful but it makes things easier for me. Because years ago, you know, I had to go around and give out prams and bikes, and it was very bulky. These days it's just little things like an iPad phone.
You think those are good toys nowadays, Santa?
Yeah, well, I think they keep the world. Everybody knows.
Do they keep the children physically fit to be just? They don't.
No,
Santa?
you need a football.
You need a football.
You need a football, don't you?
Yeah.
That's what you need.
What's your favorite, football or something else?
Something else.
Something else. Santa, I have another question for you.
Yeah.
Santa, how do you decide between naughty and nice, because you give gifts to only nice people? How do you differentiate between naughty and nice?
Well, naughty and nice comes... What it does is naughty and nice comes from a long time ago when somebody composed a song. But you know...
You know the song?
There are no children who are naughty.
Oh,
you know that?
Oh, I like that.
No,
I like that.
Because some children get tired, don't they? And they get tired, and sometimes they get grumpy.
Little children?
Well, they get grumpy, but they're not naughty.
They're not naughty.
So there are no naughty children. All children, Santa loves all children.
So they become grumpy sometimes, but
They
all...
get tired.
Because they get tired or stressed.
Yeah.
So you give gifts to everyone, naughty or nice.
Yes. Well, there's nobody naughty.
So Santa, how about grown-up children like me? Are we naughty sometimes?
No, I think sometimes they forget.
They
just forget to be... Sometimes we forget to be kind, and sometimes we forget to forgive, and forgiveness, and sometimes we're not very humble about ourselves. And it's very important that people, the most important thing is forgiveness.
Most important thing in life
Is
or just
forgive.
during Christmas?
No, every day.
Every day.
What you do is
Yeah.
smile. You forgive, and
Yeah.
every day
Yeah.
is Christmas Day.
Yes.
But that's why Santa comes to remind you
Yeah.
at Christmas time what it's about.
Mm.
It's about and then for another 12 months, I'll come back again and remind you again that being happy, smiling, and remember, forgiving people, because sometimes people say things that are harsh.
But they don't mean them.
That's it.
They don't.
But
They forgive.
this is a time, let's put it together. Let's forgive.
Yeah.
You don't have to forget.
Yeah, you don't have to forget.
But you can forgive.
Yeah.
And forgiveness is one of the most important things.
Do you know what forgiveness is? Do you know what it is? What is it? He says, Santa, do you know what forgiveness is? No.
No.
Santa, he's saying to forgive is to be sorry. Is that the correct meaning of forgiveness? What is the real essence of forgiveness? How do I forgive? If I'm angry at you, Santa, I'm sorry, sometimes people get angry at Santa because sometimes you don't bring good gifts.
Oh.
I'm sorry, when I was a kid, you never brought me any gifts.
Didn't I? But you see, I did. Because, you know what? You had a nice mom and dad, didn't you?
Oh yeah, the happy moments.
The happy
moments.
That's what it's about.
The smiling moments.
The smiling times.
The time I enjoyed with my mom and dad and my brothers and sisters.
And when was that?
Every year, every day,
yes, wasn't it?
So what is forgiveness, Santa? How do I understand it much more clearly? How does little Jaanu here understand it more clearly? What is forgiveness? He says it's being sorry.
Forgiveness is about being humble. It is, you've got to be able to let go of things that make you angry inside, or sometimes you don't feel too good. But it's only by forgiving that you can move on in life and go. You see, some great people in the world with Nelson Mandela.
Yes.
He was a man of humility and forgiveness.
Yeah.
Mother Teresa.
Also.
Always forgiven of everything that she did.
Right.
The great Gandhi.
The great
Gandhi. What a wonderful man. Forgives everybody, everything.
Thousands of people, millions.
And that's it. And that's the important thing.
But what if somebody does something really, really mean to me? Somebody kicks me or insults me, or somebody insults me again and again. How do I forgive that person, Santa? Do you have that challenge, Bhanu? Yeah? If somebody is always very mean to you, very masungit to you, how can you forgive that person,
If
Santa?
they're mean to you,
Yeah.
be happy anyway. Forgive. Forgive, walk away, and one day they will learn the errors of their ways. But don't let it take you, don't let it affect you. What you have to do is smile and walk away and forgive them. Because forgiving them, you know, it's their problem, it's not yours, is it?
So if they've done something wrong or mean to me, I should look at that thing as a story, as a history, something in the past, and forget it. Is that a good way to do it?
There's lots of stories in life. Oh, no, I'll tell you what.
Yes, okay, tell me a story.
All right, no, what I would like you to do is you tell me one of your stories. Now,
About
Santa, but once in your life, tell me a story about kindness or something of that.
Me?
Yes.
You want me to tell you a story?
Yes.
You want me to tell you a story about me, about something else?
About you, about anything, whatever. What do you think? What's a message you would like to tell? Because Santa likes to hear these
Once
stories.
Once upon a time, long, long ago, in a land far, far away. Are you listening? In a land far, far away called Dumaguete. There lived a girl called Savannah. Savannah lived in a big house. I read this story a long time ago. She lived in a big, tall house, and she lived with her mother, and with her father, and with her grandmother. Now, the grandmother lived in the smallest rooms upstairs there. So when little Savannah used to go up and play with her Lola, she realized that, hey, there is no sunshine in my Lola's room. Lola means grandmother. She said, there's no sunshine in Lola's room. So she said, I got it. I'm going to go to Tatay. Tatay means daddy. You understand? Yeah, you understand? So I said, I'm going to go to Tatay and tell Tatay that, Tatay, please bring sunshine into Lola's room. So she goes to Tatay and she says, Tatay, Tatay, can you bring sunshine to Lola's room? You understand Lola? You understand Lola? Yeah. So Tatay gets very angry. He said, I cannot do that. I cannot bring sunshine to Lola's room. That's how our house is. It's very small. There is no window there. I cannot bring. Go away, little girl. So the little girl, Savannah, was crying and she went out. And she went out into the garden, and when she was playing with the flowers and the birds and the bees, then she felt sunshine on her hand. She said, I'm going to capture sunshine and I'm going to run up to Lola. So she ran up to Lola in the room. She ran up the house. She wrapped the sunshine in her palda and she ran up really fast and she said, Lola, Lola, I brought you sunshine as a gift. When she opened her skirt, her blouse, her frock, not her blouse, her frock, then there was no sunshine. And she began to cry. She said, Lola, I brought you a regalo. I brought you some sunshine, but it's gone. And then Lola said, don't worry, darling. I see sunshine in your smiles. I see sunshine in your eyes. I see sunshine in your hair. And I'm happy. So that's a good Christmas story. That's looking for the value behind the gift. That's a good one. I like that story. You like it, Santa?
That's a lovely story. I like that. That is a wonderful story.
So Santa, tell us about love between elder people and children. How do we practice love in Christmas, Santa?
Oh, well, that is something that all children, every day, you see, every day, it's not just Christmas Day, but every day you tell people, you tell those around you,
right?
And there's no shame in saying, I love you.
There's no shame in saying.
All the children that I see, I always say to them, I love you very much. It's a wonderful, and you know, Santa does it every day, and everybody should do it. It is
every single day,
every day.
Okay, Santa, we got to take a break, you know, because what we have for you here is we have some people who'll come and sing you Christmas songs. Do you like some Christmas songs? Is that good for you, Santa? So we'll take a 2-minute break and we'll come back with children from the Philippines to sing us Christmas songs. Hey, all right. Let's take that break. Let's take that break. You want to take the break? Okay, let's take the break.
My webpage.
Good evening, welcome back to ExPat InSights, and today is the night of Christmas, and we are with our special guest, Santa Claus, and this time he has a theme of singers and elves and little kids around him. So I hope you're having your Christmas dinner, and I hope you're sharing the evening with your family and your loved ones. Santa, do you have a song for us, or do you want to strum us something for Christmas?
Oh, yes. I think the girls here are going to sing.
Let me introduce the people here. This is Bhanu. Bhanu is a Filipino, slightly. This is Jaanu, that's his brother. And they're the ones who brought these questions and pictures for you. They had questions for you.
Yes.
All the questions I asked you came from this little boy. He has more questions. And these are little girls from the Asian Student Christian Foundation.
Yes.
Okay, and they sing and they dance and they make also this. They mass produce them. This is Lenny. She's the lead singer. She's a Filipina, of course. Like your reindeer, Donette.
Yes.
What's Donette's nickname?
Don.
No. In the Philippines, we have Don Don.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Don.
right.
We always double it.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta have
right?
an echo.
So this is Len Len, and this is Kam Kam, and that's Mar Mar. That's Mary Jane. That's her names. They have a song for you, Santa. You want to sing them a song first?
Oh, no. They sing away, and I'll join them.
What kind of song you want? You want Jingle Bell? Which one do you like? Which one? Jingle Bell? Okay, Jingle Bell. Go.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up flashes of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell chime and jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air. What a bright time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time, it's a swell time to go gliding in the one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle in the jingling feet. That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell rock.
Santa, I have a question for you. It came in before they planned for another song. They have several songs for you and for the people watching and listening. No? Santa, there is so much trouble around the world today. Financial trouble, there's war in the Middle East, there's trouble in Europe, and there's trouble in everywhere, Santa. How do we do away with this? How do we make it less? How can there be peace in the world, Santa?
There will only be peace in the world. There will only be peace in the world when all men, of whatever religion they are, whatever race or creed they are, find peace of mind, find it in their heart to live with others and forgive. They have to forgive each other. They have to learn to live and accept what other people and respect their views on life. And only then will we have some peace. When what they need to have is these leaders of the world need to learn. And they need to learn from people like, we mentioned it before,
Gandhi, Mandela, and Martin Luther.
When they learn of the values of these great people, then possibly we will be somewhere closer. And you know, as children, you see, don't know about discrimination. They wouldn't know what it means. Children don't know what it means to be bad to others. What they do, people, adults, teach them. So what people have got to do, and I ask you out there, be tolerant of each other. Learn from the ways of the great people of this world. And like Santa, be kind to everybody. And forgive people. And bless them. Because Christmas is about, that's what Christmas is about.
About totally
it's about, you know, people, they go on into the world of commercialism, and they go on into all of the, and they forget the values of what it means for Christmas. They forget it. And that's why I came here today, because I don't come very often from the North Pole to talk to people. I think the last time I came from the North Pole was a radio program many years ago. And again, people forgot.
But you come here every year to drop the gifts.
Yes, but you don't see me.
You don't see you on TV.
You don't see me on TV.
Yeah.
You don't see me on these things. I go around the world, and but what I would like to do is I would like people to live in harmony. Because you're very good friends, aren't you? Well, why can't other people be very good friends too?
Santa, we're going to sing you a song in Filipino. Because you're open to all languages and all cultures and all castes.
Absolutely.
But before we sing you a song, can we have these little kids say Merry Christmas and thank you to you?
Oh,
you want to say Merry Christmas and thank you, Santa Claus?
Merry Christmas and thank you, Santa Claus.
You want to say Merry Christmas and...
Merry Christmas and thank you, Santa Claus.
You have to say it loudly. Say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
And a Happy New Year.
You say in Tagalog.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
You say Maligayang Pasko.
Maligayang Pasko. Maligayang Pasko.
Okay, here's a song in Tagalog for you from Len Len.
Okay.
What's this? What is this, Santa Claus?
Oh, this is where I want the children, if you want to find out anything about Santa, what you do is you go to here, Claus.com. Now, if you go there, you'll see my village and the reindeer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
All the village is on there, the reindeer, and you can send me a letter. And if you send me a letter, I promise I will send one back to you. So you ask me, there you are, you go on there, www.claus.com, and you will see my village, and you'll see the reindeers, and Donner, and Dancer, and Prancer, and the elves, and all of them. They're all on there. But that village is very secret. You can't find it, you know, it's hidden away, up in the North Pole in Greenland.
But you have a website. You're kind of modern, aren't you, Santa?
Yeah, but you can't.
You're very high-tech.
I am high-tech. I have to be.
Santa. Okay, a song for you, Santa. All right, there you go, Len Len. Tagalog, yeah? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Pasko na naman, o kay tuloy ng araw. Paskong nagdaan, tila balik kailan lang. Ngayon ay Pasko, dapat pasalamatan. Ngayon ay Pasko, tayo ay mag-awitan. Pasko, Pasko, Pasko na naman muli. Ang pag-ibig nagahari.
Sige, one more song. Do you have one more? That was a short one. Sige, one more time. Encore, louder, with her voice pa. Can you come closer to the mic? Go louder. One more time. Pasko na naman. Take 2. 1, 2, 3, go.
Pasko na naman, o kay tuloy ng araw. Paskong nagdaan, tila bago kailan lang. Ngayon ay Pasko, dapat pasalamatan. Ngayon ay Pasko, tayo ay mag-awitan. Pasko, Pasko, Pasko na naman muli. Ang pag-ibig nagahari.
Wow, thank you. Santa, let's ask you a little bit. Thank you, Santa Claus.
Thank you very much.
Santa Claus, can we ask you a little bit about the Philippines? No? Philippines is one of the most prettiest countries in the whole world, and you come here very rarely, except of course on Christmas, no? And what is your feeling about Filipinos and Christmas? How do we handle Christmas as Filipinos here?
Well, the Philippines is a very special place for
you,
for me, for
how
all
about for
the
Mrs.
people.
Claus?
Oh, for Mrs. Claus. Well, she's been here.
Yeah.
She's been on holidays here.
Okay.
We've been on holidays here. We actually, people don't recognize us when we went to Boracay.
You disguise yourself?
Yes. We went to, but I can't get rid of the beard. People see the beard and the white hair. And of course...
Did you ever get a tan, Santa Claus? Because you're always so white. So
I don't like...
You don't get a tan?
No, don't get a tan.
Okay.
Don't go out
So you went to Boracay like that in a beard? Okay.
No. I had shorts on.
Okay.
And I was very good, and I went swimming and did things like that. It's very good. But there's lots of children there too, which is very good. But Mrs. Claus likes it.
Right.
Mrs. Claus, love you.
What kind of Filipino food do you like here during Christmas?
Christmas?
Besides the ham and the baked potatoes and besides the turkey, there's a question coming up here. What kind of Filipino food do you like, Santa Claus?
Caldereta.
Caldereta?
Yes. And I like, what the most special food I like, my very special food here, is I like the curry that they make with the coconut milk.
Oh, I know that.
I don't know what it's
the one
called.
with niyog, one
Yes.
with grounded niyog.
And
right?
it has banana in it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's very, very nice.
Banana in it? Curry with the
I
banana.
think so. I don't know.
All right. What else do you like about the Philippines besides the food? And
I like the people. I like the people of the Philippines. They're beautiful. They're always smiling.
Yeah.
Always. Because sometimes when I go to other parts of the world, especially when I go to Europe, and it's drizzling and it's raining and it's dark, and people are not very happy. But here, they're always smiling, aren't you? You're always smiling.
Yeah.
See? Always smiling, and it is so good because that's what I like about the Philippines. And the Philippines has a nice weather too. It's a bit warm for Santa.
I know.
It's a bit. That's why I haven't got my boots on because it's too warm for my boots here. You know. So today.
So do you have a song for us, Santa Claus? You've been coming here for more than 5,000 years, right? Or more than 2,000 years since the birth of Christ. You've been coming here, right? So do you have any song for us Filipinos here?
What's your favorite song?
What's your favorite? You sing Tagalog, Santa Claus, or you can sing English? What's your favorite Christmas carol? Santa will sing it for us.
Which one?
What's your favorite song?
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Now that is my favorite song. That's my favorite song. Let me hear you sing it then.
Okay, go.
Shall I play with it?
Yeah.
I'll try. We wish you
a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. With tidings we bring to you and your King. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. With tidings we bring to you and your King. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Together,
we
wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
We
wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Once more. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. That's wonderful.
Santa, I have 3 questions. Thank you very much for that song. I have 3 questions before you go. I'm sure you have to go and give gifts out, no? One question I have for you is, what is your dream for us Filipinos here? 7,107 islands. What do you wish for us, Santa Claus?
What I wish for you is that the people of the Philippines, that all the children, and I see an awful lot of the children here are very poor.
Yes.
And what I
on
want,
the streets, yeah.
And there are lots of them on the street, and lots of them, and they need things. So what I would say, wish you to do, I would wish you to, if you go home and you have something, like a little something, like even if it's only a little bit of food or a little piece of old clothes or something like that, but remember the children, the poor children. And if you go to your parish priest or somebody like that, they will make sure that it gets to the poor people. And that's what I would wish for that you welcome each other, that you love each other, like you always do anyway.
Oh, like we always do in Christmas. So we do more of that. More of that. Now, there's one more question. Do you have a question for Santa? No. Santa, I have another question for you. The leaders of this country, or any country, what are your simple suggestions for them? Besides love and forgiveness and humility, what would you recommend leaders do? Because they are challenged. Yeah, the president of this country, the president of that country is really challenged. What are your suggestions?
I suggest what they do, they get lost. They get lost in the corridors of power. What they have to do is very simply Go among the people and find out what their needs are.
Right.
You won't find out by being in some nice cozy castle up in the middle of wherever it is in Manila.
Yeah.
You have to live with the people, like Gandhi, like Mandela, like Mother Teresa, like Martin Luther King.
Right.
They know
Right.
what the people, and feel what the people need.
Right.
That's the important, they're the important messages. I say to the politicians, go to your local hospital and see the children
Right.
in the wards. They have cancer wards and what have you. Go and see those children
Right.
and learn the lessons.
Yeah.
There's a wonderful lesson of the value of life to be learned from there. That's what I say.
Santa, last question before we close this. We have a little clip about Christmas and the spirit of Christmas. And do you have one more song or no more song?
No more.
No more song. We ask you one question, Santa. Santa, what is your wish for yourself? What do you want for yourself, Santa? Santa, you've been giving gifts to everyone. You've been teaching niceness and love and forgiveness and humility to the rest of the world. What do you want for yourself, Santa Claus?
What I would want is...
Really and truly, what do you really want? Do you want...
What I would really, really like is that if people of the world could live in peace, learn to live together, forgive each other, and become a happy family and love each other, then I think all I would like is for me to continue for many, many, many years to come.
Yeah.
To be able to continue to do that. But my wish for the world is, may the good Lord bless us all.
So it's
may
not
the
for
good
you.
Lord
So it's
keep
not
us.
for you.
And then we can all be happy.
So on that note, Santa Claus, we'd like to thank you very much. I don't know if you shake hands, Santa Claus. We'd like you to shake hands with everyone. And then we can close this little get-together with a song from you. We can sing any song.
Thank you.
Pasko na naman. And then we'll show a video on the spirit of Christmas, and we'll call it a good night and a Merry Christmas.
Yes.
All right, so let's go one more time, and then we'll close this. Thank you very much for watching. This has been ExPat InSights. I'm your host, Bhanu Mandhiani. This is Santa Claus, and this is Mary Jane. This is Lenny Joe. This is Camille. This is Jaanu. That's Bhanu. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
And there's a song there. Ho, ho, ho. Go.
Pasko na naman, o kay turing ng araw. Paskong nagdaan, tila balot kailan lang. Ngayon ay Pasko, dapat pasalamatan. Ngayon ay Pasko, tayo ay mag-awitan. Pasko, Pasko, Pasko na naman muli, ang pag-ibig nag-ahari.
All right, thank you very much. Good night, folks, and Merry Christmas. We have
Merry
a video
Christmas.
clip, and if you want to
Have
get
a
in touch with
wonderful
these
time.
children who sing and also make nice cards with pictures of Santa on it, then you can get in touch with them. We'll show you the credits at the end of the day. Santa, thank you so much, and salamat and mabuhay. Salamat and mabuhay.